everybody, how you be? I haven't done a video in forever, which is pretty much how I start off all my videos because I've been a bit lazy lately on the video making front. But I thought that I could come here and put together a little walk through my apartment video. I was about to say it'll be short, but they're never short. Today my landlord was here showing off my apartment because I'm moving, thank goodness. And I'm so excited because I'm moving to an old farmhouse. And when I say old, I'm not exaggerating. It was built in 1845. I'm so excited because it's gorgeous and it's huge. And it's just a standalone single family house that is actually on an estate that has a big house on it, and this house is kind of like the guest house, but not really. It's just a really unique, awesome situation, and I'm so blessed to have stumbled upon it, and I'm so excited. And I'm actually going to be starting a new blog that's all about farmhouse decorating and how to take like Little House on the Prairie farmhouse and turn it into something, you know, more modern and funky and chic, but still sticking with that whole woodsy farmhouse country aesthetic, if that can make any sense, but I'm hoping that it will. I have a ton of ideas and I've been pinning my butt off on Pinterest. So anyway, the current place that I live in, it's a duplex. I live in the upper flat, and I've been here, it'll be about 3 years by the time I move. When I moved in, it was a complete and utter crap cave. It was just disgusting, and it was in such bad disrepair. And when you go look at an apartment, sometimes you just don't remember the details, or you're just so involved trying to digest so much information at once that you kind of overlook things. And apparently that's what I did, because when I moved in I cried. It was so bad. It was so disgusting. So I ended up painting a lot, and I'll show you guys everything that I did. But it was worth it because I did have, you know, 3 somewhat good years here. I will miss the place itself, but I won't miss, you know, the little details about it, like the landlord. But I mean, I think I kind of came into my own decorating style-wise in this house more than any other place I ever lived, and that was fun. So, let's stop staring at my flowers and get on with the tour. I guess we should start with the front door, which I have everything locked because I didn't want my landlord to come back. So this is like a little landing area, and that is a big storage closet that I keep all my couponing stuff in. And people kept opening it when they were here to see the apartment, and there's like a zillion toilet papers in there and everything else, so they probably thought I was a hoarder. I made this little wreath thing for my door recently, which is great because I'm basically the only person that sees it. And then right inside the door is this little area that I made for my coats and purse and everything. I put a hook. And the reason why I did that is because out on the landing out there, it's so freaking cold in winter. And now that I have Zoe, I am going outside a lot. So my shoes would be cold and my coat would be cold, and it just didn't work. So I thought I'm going to put this up. And actually I really, really like it. And it's been very helpful. So then I'll pan around, and when you walk in, this is what you see. You see Zoe's toys, and and there's Zoe. Zoe, hey, hi, hello. I got that chair on Craigslist, which was a great find. And then, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if this will focus. You can kind of see that those are really cool. Oh, there we go. They're really cool leaded stained glass windows. And there's 2 of them. There's my couch and a coffee table. Nothing too exciting. This lamp was actually like a really ugly brass lamp, and I just spray painted it with some oil rubbed bronze spray paint. And now I like it. There's always excess of toys. Here's a chair that I found on Craigslist. There's actually another one, but I put it in the basement because I knew my landlord would want access to one of the beautiful French doors, which was a huge selling point of this apartment. It's really nice in summer because there's screens and you can open them, and Zoe also loves looking out them. They're the perfect Zoe height. There's my fake fireplace, which I love, that I got from QVC. And just some artwork. Oh, and over here is my wall of drawers. I found these drawers just on the side of the road, and I cleaned them up and I painted the backs with chalkboard paints, and now they're just a really nice shadow box frame crap holder. But I really like them. They're definitely coming with me and they'll be cool in my new place. And then there's this really cool little nook that I hope you can tell that's my TV in there, and those lights come on at night. And by some grace of God, that dresser or drawer thing, whatever, that's what I've always had my TV on. That's been with me to every single place I've lived, and it just fit in there perfect. I was so happy. So that's actually one of my favorite features of this place. It's so cozy at night with the lights on, and I just love it. And it creates more room in this living room by having the TV tucked in there. So walk into the dining room, and that light up there was really ugly. That golden brass chandelier that like every home had. So I just took it down and I painted it white, and I added the round bulbs, which is when I used to own a gift store, we did that. We had chandeliers in there that we just painted white. I think we had a white one and a black one, and then we always used the round bulbs. And I'm actually gonna miss this shape. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. It turned out really nice, and as you can see, the walls in here are very dark. They're almost black, but I love them. And then this map I bought on eBay, and it was really cheap. It was, I think, around 40 bucks, and that included shipping. And it's an old school map, and when I got it, I thought, oh, it's not very feminine. I need to do something. So I took some inspiration from Gossip Girl, and I put these paper butterflies all over it. I just hot glued them on. I have no idea how I'm going to pack this and move it, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. And it's really funny because this map is so old. Like, it says that that is still USSR, and there's an East Germany and a West Germany. I think you can see it there. So yeah, I love history, historical things. And then over here I set up my sewing nook, which is a new thing. I actually had that table there from my Christmas party and I just never took it down, and it just turned into my sewing area, which it works out good, and there's no other place here for that. In my new place I have a whole room just for sewing. I'm so excited. And then there's these great little cabinet nookie things. Nookie, Sarah. And then this is my grandparents' table. And I just recovered the chairs in this funky, fun, colorful fabric from IKEA. And then, let's see. I hope I'm not making you motion sick. I also put in the new thermostat. Is that what that's called? Having the programmable ones is just the way to go. And then here is my frame wall that I love. And yeah, it's just a bunch of things that make me happy. The branches I found outside, there was a storm and they broke off of the tree outside. So I just spray painted them white and stuck them in a vase. And this table I got off of Craigslist for cheap. It was like an ugly birch IKEA color that I just painted white, and then on the top I did the chevron. That I think chevron is going out of style now. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Oh, and then I took a plastic dinosaur and I put glitter on it, and of course it said Triceratops. So now into my kitchen, which is kind of my pride and joy in this place because I did so much work in here. The cabinets used to be wood colored, and it wasn't a good wood. Like, I'm not one that wants to paint wood, but this was bad wood. It was stained and dirty and water stains, and it was just really, really ugly. And the handles that look like, I don't know if you can see, they look like whale tails. They were all bronze, but they were like patinaed and just disgusting. So I painted them, spray painted them, took them off, spray painted them, put them back on. The stove, or the oven here, it was that ugly 70s, 60s, 70s brown, that like reddish brown. And I just took the doors off and I spray painted it with grill paint. So it's meant for high heat. And it makes such a huge difference. And I don't mind this freaking thing. A cool thing about it is that it actually lights up. It is that old, and I don't know if you could tell, but the clock hands, or what do you call those? The minutes. They're made of forks and spoons and knives. I think that this exact stove was actually in the movie The Help. It's pretty sad when there's movies that are supposed to be old and you're like, hey, that's my oven. Let's see. Of course I painted, you know, the walls and the trim. And I put up some art of New York scenes, of course. Put up my knives. The window, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, yeah, I guess you can. I frosted the window because, I don't know if you can see, but that's the neighbors right there. It's literally about 3 feet away. So instead of having like blinds or curtains or something that would make this room feel even smaller, I just used frosting paint, and then I put in a cute little vine decoration, so it wasn't just, hi, I'm a frosted window. And that's worked out really well. I added my vintage electric clock. Oh, and I put in all the under cabinet lighting because it's just one of my favorite things ever is to have under cabinet lights. And then I built this little extender so that you don't see the lights. And that is perfect for when you're cooking because otherwise it's super, super dark. Let's see. And then over here, hi Zoe. Zoe's like, Mama, what are you doing? You're talking to your hand. Over here, I got this little cart on Craigslist, again, for like a complete steal. I think it was for 40 bucks, 30, 40. It just fit there perfect. Like, I couldn't have asked for a more perfect piece of furniture to put there. And that's where I keep all my coffee supplies, and it's just much needed storage. And then there is a dog portrait that I painted because I used to do that. And then, oh, this closet, well, when I moved in, I'll show you this part. I bought, hi Zoe, I bought this rolling dishwasher, which is just the best purchase I think I ever made. And it gives much needed countertop space because, as you can tell, this kitchen is just lacking. And then there's my wine rack that has empty bottles in it because I don't drink anymore. And then the refrigerator. And when I moved in, the refrigerator was over here blocking this closet, and which is just so demented to me because there's no storage in this place. Like, you need everything that you can get. So then this is where my garbage is and my recycling. And then I built these shelves because you need somewhere to put your food. So now it's a little pantry. So I made that a usable space. So then, leaving there, we go into the one place I didn't touch, which is this little hallway. And as you can see, the ceiling in here is just butt. It's horrible, horrible. And I had plans to scrape it and sand it and paint it, kind of like I tried to do in my office, but now the building inspector says the landlord has to do that, so yay for her. And I'm moving, so and then here we have the bathroom. I did a lot of work in this place. Let me shut the toilet because I hate when I see pictures of places and the toilet is open. So in this room I replaced the vanity when I moved in. The vanity that was here was one of the most grossest things I have ever seen. And I mean, I've peed at truck stops in the middle of nowhere, and this place was so much grosser. The vanity that was in here was just, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like probably over 20 years old. It looked like somebody threw it on the side of the road and then it got rained on and sat there for a few weeks and then they put it in here. It didn't even have a bottom. Like when you open the door, the bottom was the floor, so that was nice. It was also really small and it was really short. I don't know who installed these things in this place, but they must have been a very short person. So I actually found this one brand new in the box on Craigslist for it was $40, which is insane. And it included everything, the faucet, the sink, the bottom part, everything. So I put that in, and then I painted the walls and I painted that fixture because at this point I was just like, I'm not even going to spend any more money putting in a new light fixture. And the floors in here are actually really cool. They're like, I'm sure original tile. So I did like that. And then the window, I added the blind because there was nothing there when I moved in. And the bottom, like this part of the window is frosted. The bottom isn't. So I had to like fake frost it with watered down paint. Because when I moved in, there was nothing. So as you could see, the house next door is like 3 feet away. And they could see everything you did in the bathroom. It was horrible. And then the shower, this shower curtain is so cute, and I'm gonna be getting rid of it when I move because it doesn't go with my new bathroom, so I'll be selling that if anyone wants it. I put in this shower head, which I know that they still sell this and I highly recommend it. I love the shower head, but I had to because if you can see how like this goes, it was so short and I'm not a tall person. So I had to find something that would make it higher. So yeah, that's the shower. Luckily, the shower was okay. With some magic eraser and elbow grease, I was able to make it usable. Oh, and then I also replaced all of the, what do you call those? Fixtures? I don't know. Like the toilet paper holder thing, and then I put in a towel thing. And then I put these in, and this is where the towel rack was. And the towel rack and fixtures or whatever that were in here with like horrible plastic, just bizarre. Like I'm trying to figure out how to describe just how gross they were. So I took all those down, and then to cover up where those were, I put these up with command strips. And of course they're New York City, and I always thought any guy I was dating, I'll put them above the toilet so when they're peeing they have like subliminal messaging like, take Sarah to New York, Sarah loves New York. Okay, so then we go into my bedroom, which is an awesomely huge room, and there's tons and tons of closets. There's a closet there, and then there's a double closet there. And above the bed, I made this little ledge, and then I collected Z's, the letter Z, and I put them all up there, which I thought was clever of me. And then I bought these nightstands on Craigslist for super cheap. I think it was like $15. but they didn't have legs. They were ugly, like laminate, is that the word? Laminate wood, like not real wood. And it didn't have a handle for a drawer, for the drawer. So I painted them, added the handle, I added the legs, and I have one over there as well. So I got some matching nightstands. It took me years to find nightstands. Nightstands that seem to be so expensive, bizarrely. And then this light, the lamp, this was also ugly, like old-timey bronze. And I just spray painted it glossy white, and I love them. And I have matching lights, and then the lampshades I found at Target for like those were like $5 I think on clearance, and I didn't have a place for them, but I bought them, and then I discovered they look great in my bedroom, so that's where they live. Here I am. Hello. This mirror I love. I got it when a friend of mine was closing her store. And then the color in here, which I hope it's kind of showing up nice on this camera, but it's beautiful. And I actually got it on clearance too. So when I move, I'm gonna probably have to have something like color match to it, because it's one of my favorite colors I think I ever painted a room. It's just such a pretty teal. There's Zoe's crate with the cover I made her, and then the little bumper inside. Hi Zoe. I'm showing off your house. And she spends so much time in there. She just loves it. And then somehow that part of the bumper like fell off, so that's her pillow. So she lays in there with her head on that little pillow, and she loves it. And my dresser was one of my first purchases that I got when I got divorced, and it was like a yellowish color, and then when I moved in here I just painted it white, so everything kind of matched. And there's my television with my Roku that I love, and of course a picture of New York, and another picture of New York which you can't see. I love that picture. It's like I'm waking up every morning to New York. And then I actually added the handles to the closet because they didn't have any before, and it was really difficult to open. And then that door leads out into a balcony. What you doing, Zoe? So yeah, that's my bedroom, and I actually really like it in there. Let's go into the last room, which is the office. Here's a thing that I made one night when I was bored by cutting up paper. I'm sure that some glasses of wine were involved. So here's my office. You enter by seeing this lovely Target. It's one of my first Targets. And this is where I work, because I work from home, so I'm in here all the time. So it is one of my favorite places, and I made it, you know, fun and happy colors. And there's another dog portrait. The lamp, that's just like a lampshade that you put on a normal lamp, but I flipped it upside down and hung it from the ceiling because I don't even think that this room had a shade, a glass shade, or if it did, it was disgusting and probably filled with bugs. So I tossed it. But I painted the walls a darker gray, and I also painted the ceiling, and I think you can see how the ceiling, it was falling down. It was really bad, so I scraped and I sanded and I did everything I could, and then I just ended up painting over it so it's not as obvious how crappy it was. And yeah, so this is just boring office stuff. And there's Zoe. This is where Zoe hangs out, on that carpet when I'm working, or she likes being underneath there. Yeah. Oh, I did paint this filing cabinet. I actually found on the side of the road down the street from where I live, and I painted it teal and threw it in there because we needed a filing cabinet, and I looked online and they're really expensive, and I thought I can do better. And then this thing, which has this giant frame in front of it, because I was using that to keep Zoe in here when they were showing the place. But this thing, it used to be this way, like tall, and I flipped it around when I moved here, and then I put legs on it. So I had more surface space and just looks better long. And I love these things. I got them from Urban Outfitters, and I think you can still get them. And I just printed out pictures I liked from the internet. Of course, there's more New York. I think I have almost 20 pictures of New York in my apartment. I'm a little obsessed. But yeah, they look like Polaroids, and they like pop out from the wall. They're really cool. And my mom got me the giant clock that I'm sure you can see in all my videos, which forces me to flip my iCamera video to the right way, because if it's not, then this is backwards. But I saw that on the internet somewhere, and I posted a blog about how much I loved it, and my mom got it for me. There's my money tree. I've had my money tree for years, since I had my store, and it really likes this room, and this office has actually been very, very good for me. We started our business here, and it's done really well. So I hope that my money tree gets even bigger and likes my new office and my new home even more. So yeah, that concludes my tour of my house. What do you think, Zoe? I hope you guys liked it, and I hope that I didn't make you too motion sick by moving the camera everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna miss this place a little bit. It is just perfect for me and Zoe. So thanks guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye Zoe. Goodbye. Goodbye.